What's up, people? Let me get situated here. For some reason, my regular cam is not working, so you might have to deal with this fading in and out because I'm having to use the laptop camcorder. Oh boy, that's right. We missed you this weekend, Jeremy. Man, it was a good time. I ain't gonna lie. We had a real good time this past weekend. Uh, did some no trailer stuff. Uh, I woke up and it was foggy, or didn't really wake up. I kind of dozed off and then woke back up like an hour later, and it was bad. I was like, I didn't figure it was gonna be that bad, but walked out of the house to get something, and I was like, wow. Well, hopefully it'll lift. So we moved the meet time back to 8 a.m. and uh, got going, and then I realized I forgot something that we needed. So a racer, uh, let a racer from out of town sleep at the house, along with Richard and his crew, and he forgot his fuel, so I had to come back home and get the fuel, and then my blower, and found out my strings was messed on the blower. So luckily Heath had his blower, so we got the job done if we needed to. Um, I'll just show you some pictures. Richard took care of the drawing and stuff like that, and uh, man, it was just show you one. I'll show you some pictures. Yeah, this is that's Brian from Wichita, Kansas, out on the cruise. See, it's kind of it don't really look very foggy. That's a little foggy. Let's see here. We got Jeepers there. Liam Neeson out there where we're running at. Pizza delivery guy. Two Austin guys drove 3 hours and ended up drawing each other, and they were all right with it. The main the chip draw that happened that we were all kind of worried about, or we were waiting for it to happen. We just didn't know when it was going to happen. Was this one right here? We had Jeepers and Prime. They drew each other. And Prime ended up nosing out Jeepers at the end there. Good race, real good race. A good race there at the end there. Oh boy, show rank and Cody's pick. Oh boy, I don't know if I got it. And oh wait, Jim Riley, you're not the dummy. You were like Bird Dog anticipating the light, and that's what happens. But man, it was a good fought out weekend, man. We had 13 cars, and then we had multiple grudging, and then your winner in this was Debo LSX Unlimited truck, street certified, Chris McKnight there. It was good turnout, man. The guys, man, I ain't gonna lie, I was nervous. When we were drawn, or when they drew, and then I got back and it was still foggy, but we were right by a pond, so it wouldn't. And then as I knew that we had to get down there and blow the road off and make sure the road, because on our way there, it was foggy, but our windshield wasn't getting wet, so it was just it wasn't a real damp fog. But when we got out there where we're going, we blew the road off, and I was talking with Heath on the way, and I was like, man, it's kind of lightening up. But as soon as we got about 2 miles or 2 or 3 miles from where we were going to race at, it just got real bad, and I'm like, oh wow. But oh boy. Well, can you come on there, Richie Bob? I like call him Scare number 3. We'll try to see if we can get him on. See if it might be movie night. It might be movie night. So he sure is having a lot of stuff, a lot of female stuff. He's got to go out of town for. He's got to go out of town for a. Oh boy. He's got to go out of town for his girlfriend's deal, and then he's got movie nights on Monday, and then he's got. What did Derek send me? Oh, yeah, here we'll post this up too. This is what. That's what Derek sent me. Gotta find it now. Where'd it go? There it is. This is looking out Liam Neeson's front windshield. So yeah, it was kind of hairy there, but and the sad thing is that vet that I posted earlier, this vet right here, he drove that thing 3 hours up there and raced all day long, grudged wherever he could, and then drove home. I mean, that's street car right there. Drive 6 hours, and race all day long, and drive for 30. The cruise was 33 miles from meet location to race location. And then he drove the other kicker is this guy. Where'd he go? This guy right here. He was being lazy. I'm going to say it out there. His wife's car was on the trailer, so he didn't want to unload the trailer, and so he ended up driving. Well, he lives about an hour, west of me, and he drove. We met up Saturday night, and then did some testing and out on another road, and then he didn't want to drive home, so I guess I offered, he could come sleep here, and but I don't know where he went, and then he ended up driving to wherever they met, probably Joe's shop, and then drove out to the meet spot and drove out to the race spot, and then drove home. So, I mean, he bona fide street car as well. Let's see some of his comments. Did I send that? Oh boy, Richard Garcia. Check your messages. I'm trying. There you go. Just jump on for a second. They're Tricky D. Jim, drive was sketchy. When will the new service be back around in Tennessee? You never know. Yeah, he hung out at Joe's shop on that. Yeah, I can understand that. So, I don't know if Tricky D is going to if the warden's going to allow him to get on. He's probably already grounded because he was he was out doing his passion this past weekend, so he grabbed the whip. No, 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 no. Um, there was a big time race this past weekend, and oh, we got cat fight on the messenger here. Yeah, the warden cooked us some breakfast. Man, it was good. She held no bars. She threw everything at it, and man, we were eating it. What's up, Matt? People crying about the video. I can't see you. Blah blah blah. Oh, all right. Here's Tricky D.
What's up?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh. Oh,
Oh God, I'm dying, dude.
you are?
Yeah, I'm at a Walmart parking lot right now. uh, the girls are gonna bake a cake, so they're going inside to buy stuff to bake a cake.
Oh yeah. So you're gonna have cake for movie night?
Yeah, we're renting Angry Birds too. I couldn't make this stuff up, man.
Wow.
Man, if I'm gonna let's brush it off. Let's brush it off, man.
Hold on, I gotta fix my shirt. I gotta fix my shirt.
Man, wow. Them Texas. I guess my opening statement will be the Texas no trailer races. Man, they sure. Man, they deliver every time. They put my Oklahoma no trailer stuff to shame. Y'all stuff is so much fun, man. I mean, I know it's not always gonna be like that, but I had so much fun. I couldn't even believe it. It was heaven. I mean, it was. I can't wait to start digging into some of the footage. 33 miles was the drive. We drew chips. 33-mile drive on the highway to the first and only location we used. Wow, man, that was Jeepers Racing, Bobby. Dig only. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you.
I was surprised at that. I knew it was going to happen. I just didn't expect it to happen right off the bat.
Right, maybe like a grudge race after or something, right?
Yeah. Or maybe who knows when they would have paired up.
And then I mean, since being unbiased, what a great win! I mean, what a crazy win that Bird Dog pulled off too against
Prime. Yep.
But I thought, isn't that kind of stuff impossible, right? I mean, how is a rear-wheel drive car gonna beat an all-wheel drive car? Is that like a miracle or?
It was the stars aligned, or wait, the stars and the moon aligned.
Well, who raced? Didn't that car also race the Evo too?
Yeah. No.
So he beat two all-wheel drive cars.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think that couldn't. Maybe it's just the stars and the moons were aligned in the right.
The only way. But I thought that rear-wheel drive cars can't beat all-wheel drive cars. I mean, that's the only car that could beat that car was himself. I mean,
yeah,
he jumped on the light a little bit, but man, that was legit. I had so much fun. I mean, god dang, what a spot, what a location, man. That was some good planning right there.
Yeah, it was. It turned out to be pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. Pretty good weekend. A lot of good times out there.
We've had I know on the page we've had a lot of people message us. A lot of people have messaged, how do I get in on the no trailer race? Well, if your car is 100% ready to go, like right now, like let's say this coming weekend is gonna be no trailer number 4, for example, right? This coming weekend, no trailer number 4. Let's say we're gonna go to Wichita. We've been talking about going to Wichita. We've been talking about going somewhere different. We've even talked about, uh, man, we've got a few different cities. So just so we don't beat around the bush, right? Let's say no trailer number four is coming up. Um, the number one thing you got to ask yourself is, am I willing to travel? If you're not willing to travel, don't waste your time. If you're trying to be the local guy that you only want to, if you're from Oklahoma City and you only want to race at the Oklahoma City ones, don't waste your time no more. Cause I'm just, if you travel first, like next time we have a race in Oklahoma City, right? Like say the no trailer number four or no trailer number five comes up or whatever. Whenever that we do Oklahoma City again. So whenever we do Oklahoma City again, the first people that are going to get an invite are going to be Steve, Jim, the Evo, people that are willing to. Oh my God, they're back.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
Just, just act like you didn't. Act like you're not on. You're not live. Okay.
Sounds like
Just
I'm not
act.
lying.
Yeah. No, you act like you're not live.
Say hi.
Hi. Hi. Daddy, Daddy, there was no more Angry Birds movies left.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah. I love you.
Oh, they're saying hi.
Or should I say Humpty Dumpty?
Humpty Dumpty. I'll answer to that. I'm good.
Oh man. Well, but yeah, whenever the next race comes up, guys, I mean, if you guys aren't willing to travel, you're not gonna be getting the local invites. You know what I'm? That's the way that's gonna work. So, and then if your car is 100% ready to go and you are on a small tire, you do have the buy-in, then just send us the info, and you got to be able to drive. This last one was what 33 miles.
And the sad thing is, if we had to get moved from there, we were going to drive another 30 miles another way. So
That would have been an hour. That would have been an hour on the road, right?
part of it.
Here's something that hasn't happened yet, but I'm just gonna throw it out there. Well, we had yeah, actually it did happen once. To all you guys with the small race fuel cells and the closer to race car and all that kind of stuff, just remember if we got to move 3 or 4 times and you end up putting 150 miles on your car and you can't make it any further, guess what? Whoever pulls up to the next location and you're not there, they just won. So if we
And
end up having to drive,
we will give you a little bit of lead time,
oh yeah, for sure. But if you ever,
But we're not giving you like 30 minutes or anything. No.
yeah, or if you say, oh, I can't make that drive, well, guess what? That's where the next spot is. I mean, things can escalate very quickly doing this kind of thing, man. I mean, we've been pretty good, but I just want to remind people that if things go bad, are you ready? Did you bring enough fuel? Can your car handle it? I mean, this last one, man, wow, 33 miles. That is so badass. That is epic.
Yeah. Oh, here. They sent me somebody else sent me another shot here. Oh.
Yeah, I know. I have to make sure about the computer.
What they send you?
I'm bringing it up right now. I got to load it, and then I got to. There it is. That was at the beginning when we got there, and we were blowing off the road.
My good dang, man.
And I remember us. I don't know if it was you and I or Heath and I or somebody was. We were all standing there. We were just looking. We were just looking down the road, and all of a sudden, I turn around, and look back, and blah blah, and literally 30 seconds later, I turn around and look. We couldn't see the finish line, and then 30 seconds later, we could see the finish line. That's how fast it started rising.
Yeah. It for some reason, I guess because of the fields right there in that area, it got real thick when we pulled in there. Because I couldn't see you guys till I was at least 200 feet away. I could kind of start seeing. I could see there was people on the road, but man.
Yeah.
75 miles per hour. Yeah. Yeah. Through the traffic.
That's just normal highway mile per hour for us in Texas. We like going fast, even in the fog.
Yeah, heck, even the guy in the Nissan truck showed up the day before to test with no trailer the day before.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. I feel like we have a good thing going. We are what 3 races in.
Mm-hmm.
Jim said hi, Yori. Yeah, and Jim said to keep your seatbelt on this time, or there will be spankings on the next time, guaranteed. Yeah, I mean, what do you say? Don't wait for an invite. You get wind of the race. Yup, that's right. I mean, because we're doing it's happening. I mean, right now you got right now we got the group of guys that are the diehards. Who do we got that's attended all 3 of them? Who do we have that's attended all 3 of them right now so far?
Uh,
Brian. Brian has
Brian?
attended all. Well, no, not the first one.
No, not the first one.
Dang. Dang. Who went? Did anybody from Oklahoma go to the first one?
Jeremy, I think. No, Jeremy didn't go to the last one. Did
No. Chris
Chris
McKnight?
went. Chris
No.
McKnight.
No.
He didn't go to the first one.
Yeah, no, he didn't go to the first one either. So
And
we've had
and Derek didn't go to the second one.
right.
So yeah.
We don't have a guy that's gone to all 3 of them yet.
Did Tyler go to the Tyler been at all?
I think Tyler went to the one that Lonnie did. But he couldn't go to the second one. That he couldn't go to the first one we did, the one where we brought everybody like the out of states and you know what? Cool. I feel like there was another one too, right? I don't remember. Man, we need to start taking attendance, start putting out stars by the names whenever someone continues to attend.
Gold stars.
So who do we have for winners? Winner of number 1 was
Bird Dog
from Austin, Texas, in the LS Nitrous Camaro. Oh man, it's the cops, bro.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's the cops.
Oh boy.
Somebody's getting it over here right now.
Bad boys.
Oh man. They just stopped right there for the heck of it. So we had the Camaro. Winner of number 2 was Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah.
Oklahoma City. And winner number 3 was Chris McKnight in Debo from LSX Unlimited.
Yeah.
I think it's badass, right? I mean, we got 3 different winners.
3 different winners.
We haven't had the same winner twice.
No, not yet.
That's legit. That's legit. And it sounds like we're doing something right. Now, if you have the same winner over and over, I mean, then it kind of shows dominance towards a certain car, you know. But if you got a different winner every time, that's how quick things can change.
Yeah. Oh. Boy.
Do you have anyone you would want to see at the no trailer race that hasn't done one yet?
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's our move.
He's only 1 car faster than you are right now, Jim.
You know what I like about Chris?
Or 3/4 of a car, whatever y'all and he figured out.
One of the things I like about Chris is the race happened and the jump happened and then Chris still went ahead and gave Jim the rematch without trash talking or without wanting to put up $500 or $1,000 for the rerun. He just said, you know what? Yeah, we'll run it back so we can find out what would have happened.
Yep.
That's a stand-up guy right there. Mad respect for that.
Oh yeah, and there was some other races this past weekend too. That nasty wreck.
Oh my God, that Tyler dude. Hey, let me get off of here. Do you want to get him on here?
I'm gonna message him here in a minute. I know they're an hour ahead of us on time.
Oh yeah, dude, that was crazy.
So it's 9 o'clock there.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. That wreck was nuts.
Yeah.
I should have sent you that. You know, if I
I've,
get
al-
off of here, I'll send
I've
it to
already
you.
I've already got it.
All right, cool, cool,
I've already downloaded it and
cool. Okay,
pictures and videos and all that stuff.
cool.
We can get his
That's
take
what
on it.
that's what I tell like the people that I mess with. Like like if we're cool, I tell everybody, man, grab it. Don't just grab it.
Yeah.
Or if we can get it, however, pictures, whatever.
Yeah,
But
I got some off somebody else's video. It was
can you imagine if they would have had?
go ahead.
Can you imagine if there would have been a big end guy on that, or like a GoPro? Jesus,
Yeah.
that would have been nuts.
Yeah. Crazy.
I'm glad that guy's all right. I'm serious, and that's one of the things too, right? I mean, what do you think? I mean, I saw if we're gonna talk about it, let's talk about it. I mean, I saw that they were talking about limiting the amount of invite for media people to the races. I read that today. I won't say any names, but they were talking about limiting the amount of invites for media.
That's fine.
Just to kind of reduce the amount of people. The sport is definitely growing, right? I mean, I feel like the sport is definitely growing, and now you look at this wreck. Look at that wreck. That happened. How far out do you think that wreck happened? 400 feet,
Yeah,
500 feet, maybe.
roughly.
Yeah. Can you imagine if somebody would have been standing there, or you know what I mean? Something like that happens,
Yeah.
man.
Well, I've been a big firm believer in the it's not really the media. It kind of is the media, but it's it's all these it's all this people that talk on Facebook. That's what runs everything. So when you let stuff go on and you talk about, I remember back in the day when it used to be it used to be illegal. Well, I think it still is illegal, but people are
Mhm.
cool about it. But it's a fad. It's a thing. So if you if they're talking about it on your wall or anything, then it's cool. You're the cool kid. Uh, I I'm good with not being the cool kid. I could care less about being the cool kid.
Yeah,
These
you.
all
you
these pages and stuff that are set up just for it. How hard is it to screenshot something and send it to somebody? That's
yeah.
it.
No, the group chats. Yeah, the group
Yeah,
chats.
group chats, event pages, all that good stuff.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of the group chat. I think we start a group chat if you're gonna be in the no trailer race. Um, we start a group chat the day before the race, and then we just keep it strictly business, just information straight to the point, where, what time, and if we have to move spots, we'll post the next location on there. But we're not, starting a group chat a week before the race. That just sounds like a headache.
Yeah.
That just gives room for people to complain and whine and just all that other crap. I mean, if you got an iPhone, if you got an iPhone, you can't no trailer.
Yeah, if you got an iPhone, you definitely can't do finish line.
Oh man, yeah. Can you imagine? You know what we're gonna call it? Uh,
Yeah, make sure you're
that.
parallel with the finish line, not kind of looking at an angle. I've seen some multiple
Oh man,
pictures. I've seen multiple pictures where you can tell by they're not lined up straight by the crack in the crack in the road.
I'm excited about the next one. I don't know where we're going or what we're gonna do, but I am gonna just a friendly reminder to anybody watching. If you get an invite to a no trailer race and you're the night before, and you feel the urgent necessity to post or say you're going to the streets or Mexico or all this other
It don't
urge that.
matter. They ain't gonna listen. They're gonna just post it anyway. It don't matter. They're gonna.
Yeah, but
Oh,
yeah, but
I'm
what
cool. I'm cool.
yeah, but what happens is that we're getting to the point now where we do have that group of people that are diehards and they don't need the attention and they don't need the likes and they don't need people messaging them, asking them about the where and the when or none of that crap. That if you come to my race and you give me a headache and you make my life hell, I'm not inviting you to the next one. I don't give a damn how cool you are, what show you're on, how fast your car is, and God knows what else. I mean, if me personally at my race, I don't want to be stressed out. I want to have a good time. So if you bring that BS over here, that's fine. You'll get it once. You're not gonna get it again. I mean, if you want to cooperate and you want to help me have a good day and I want to have fun with you guys and everybody's gonna cooperate and listen, then we're gonna have a good time. But if you're gonna bring that BS to my race, you're not gonna get an invite again. I don't care. I don't. If it's like I said on the last live feed, if it's the same 7 or 8 people that like racing, those are the same 7 or 8 people. Oh, we're pulling up, bro. Guess where I'm at?
Because you wanted to be here.
I want a hot cocoa with
Where are we at right now?
Oh, is she gonna get you coffee?
Oh yeah, I'm spoiled, man.
You got all the women bringing you coffee.
Oh no. Oh no.
Whoops.
What's the
What's gonna be in the?
Yeah, I just need to get a grande caramel brulee latte. Grande caramel brulee latte. Yes, and
Give me a peppermint mocha grande and get Yoria's mom hot cocoa.
grande peppermint mocha.
Should we ask somebody?
Anything else for you today? And just like a kid-size hot cocoa.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
All right, your total is 12.87. Thank you.
Oh boy.
What are you doing?
She's like, get that camera out of my face right now. Yeah.
Oh man, I told you, man. Mondays it's family night. It's getting crazy around here.
All right. I'll let y'all
We
get
try
back
to
to it.
All right, buddy.
You got sponsors?
Yeah, man. For the 2020 year, we have 5 locked in. Can't change it. Can't add anyone. Locked in. That door has closed, and we are rolling with Trick Turbo, Gin and Granite, Full Pool Performance, Twin Peaks, and 918 Motorsports. Those are my guys. Big shout out to them. Thank you. We already got a new tent. We got some new equipment. We got some 3D cameras, and I think we're ready to hit the year. Well, actually, I would say it's been good in the off season, but I don't even know what the hell an off season is. We never got a break,
No.
and we probably won't get one either.
Well, you're gonna get one this weekend, but I'm thinking about doing something here.
Oh my God!
It's supposed to rain here, so guess what I like to do when it rains and we got much going on.
Oh man, the daily class. Oh my goodness!
In the rain.
And real last thing too, closing statement, guys. The no trailer season is it's not gonna go all year. We only roll that through basically maybe January.
Two more months, maybe.
About 8 more weeks, and we don't do them every week either, or every other week. So don't think we're gonna be doing this all year, because whenever the events start firing up and then the small tire season starts taking off. We're not going to be, you can't no trailer in the middle of summer. There's people out there cycling, walking. I mean, people are there, I had to stop myself from crossing that line. I was like, "Ooh, Rich," caught myself. Oh man, I'm telling you, they're trying to get me killed.
Hey, what's she gonna get? What's she gonna get engraved into your foam?
Oh my goodness. She's giving me the look, man.
What?
See you guys.
Wow. Okay. There's you 660 Street guy. We are talking about. I messaged Tyler. He hadn't seen it yet, but in case any of y'all missed it this past weekend, Tyler, no boost. I ain't gonna try to DeSantos. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I'm bad with it. But he had little mishap out there on the streets. I'll just play the video first. I don't know whose video this is. I cut it down. I'm only allowed 30 seconds on these videos, and I had to shrink it and compress it. And I forget whose video it is. I'd give you credit, but I stole it off Facebook, and that's it. Here it is. Pretty scary. Pretty scary. That's found. You know, that's a risk we all take. We all know what's going to happen. I've heard I've seen multiple comments. Why did you get back in it? You know, everybody's an expert at everything, especially on social media nowadays. They know how to do everything. Uh, they know how to drive. They know how to put on races. They know how to drive from across a computer screen. They know how to tune. They know how to flag races. They know how to line people up. They know how to do everything. And everybody knows how to do everything, even type and enter. So the guy's been doing it for a while. I mean, he said he's what he has. He had 28-0 in his home, his side of the world. So the guy knows how to drive. They race on roads narrower than that. So I mean, I don't know if he had mechanical failure, an axle broke. You know, you never know because to me it looked like the ass end just kind of just shot over to the left. I mean, he could have got into something. People, you just don't know. You just don't know what happened. Uh, we'll play this. Uh, here's here's some pictures of it. The outcome of it. That's as it happened. And these people come prepared now. Look at that.
We get shit done. Getting it back up and square up, and then we'll back the trailer underneath. Oh, we'll set it down. Wow. Back up? No, you want to do?
So there you have it, people. Let me get back. I gotta find what picture that is. So there it is right there. Looks nasty. I'm just glad he's all right. And, I seen him walking around in the live feeds at the track. He was limping around. They said he got out pretty fast, which, he would. I mean, he, but, Matt, anything can happen. You never know. All you can do is just prepare for the best with proper safety equipment. It's all the risk, we all know it. We all know what happens. Anything can happen. It could be our last. That could be our last race, or it could be, or we could not even, something can happen, naturally. You never know. I mean, I do know I want to go out either racing or banging, one of the two. It's the only way I want to go out. And I don't want to go out. I don't want to go to work and then come home and then go out because, man, I worked all day. Then that kind of sucks. But Tyler had not seen it yet, so we will get this guy on. I hate for him and I hate for we had this guy. Where'd it go? This guy right here. He's been on here a couple times, and he's made a name for himself. I remember meeting him last year at Texas 2K with Bill and them. This guy right here. Y'all know his name. Y'all don't act like it. He's part of the I'm not. I got automatic, Jim. I don't want to go out banging gears in the truck. I want to be banging headboards. You hear me? So, Eric, Team Boston George, I'll go like his page. He's also a member, I think the Four Deal, the Beater Bomb, the Entertainer, Boston George, and Red Savage. They're all part of a. Well, I'll let him explain it. Here you go.
What's up, man?
So it's you, the Entertainer, J&N, and Beater Bomb. What's that? What is it? The transmission deal or no? The torque converter.
Hughes.
Hughes, yeah.
Give me a second. I'll turn this up. Yeah, our two-stage dump valve thing. Joey kind of turned me onto it, and then I got it, and then I kind of tried to turn Cody onto it. And it's trickling down, and it's working.
So you are like a 4-man team.
Kind of. We all kind of look up to, Joey's helping with it, and then Quentin helps Cody, and we're all kind of figuring it out.
Yeah.
So I still got to experiment with it a lot, but.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
Dude, he made me laugh so much over the weekend. It was crazy. I just went back and watched some of the live feeds videos, and when I raced the Tabers, and all I hear is someone in the background screaming, "Get that piece of shit out of here!" And I was like, "Is that Quentin?" Because I thought I'd be an Ohio guy, and no, I was dying laughing. I was dying. He's a funny guy. Cool
so
guy.
you went rounds, and did you win? Did you win Big Tire, or you run it up? Or?
No. So Big Tire, I entered Big Tire to try to get a test hit. I figured it was a $300 waste to get some data to try to win 20 grand. There was some killer Big Tires there. And I was like, as long as I don't get first pair, because that's kind of invalid data, I should be okay. Well, they do chip draws a lot different down there. So there was, I think at the time there was 18. So I drew my chip and it was 18. So in my head, I was like, oh, I'm last pair. I was like, this is best case scenario. And then I go up there, and he's like, no, it's 1 in 18. It's first pair down. I was like, oh, man. And I drew Tommy Reek. He's like a New York Street Outlaws guy, White Lightning.
Hold on. I think I got that video. This one right here. Yeah, that one right there.
Yes, sir. That was that one right there. And so I was really shocked when I won that one. I think he had some issues and stuff, but I told him, I said, man, luck's part of this, and I'll take it every chance I get. So no, we went quite a few rounds in Big Tire. It was funny. There was actually just as many small tires entered in Big Tire because they all had the same kind of idea, And I think it was second round when I drew the Tabers, which I was supposed to grudge race for big money after the event. So we were like, we're just going to get it done now. And then I got down to, I think, the semifinals, and I've been running pretty consistent the whole time. And then I raced Cody in the semifinals, and something, I don't know, the right lane went away for us. I don't know if someone stepped in it, someone broomed or what, but it just annihilated the tires off. And I was like, okay, well, it was me, Cody, and one other guy. So I was like, all right, Cody's got to pull this off. And unfortunately, Cody got the same right lane right after me against the other guy who really wasn't. He was probably one of, I ain't trying to bash him, but one of the slower, bigger tire cars there. And the same thing happened to Cody. It same tune, annihilated the tires in the hit. So that was kind of unfortunate. But we got to the semifinals, which was an extra 3 or 4 passes of data, which was huge when you're trying to win 20 grand or 20 plus thousand or whatever.
And there was I thought, I don't know if I heard correctly or not, but I heard there was like 71 cars, small tires.
I think it was 72, something like that.
72?
It was like 22,000 or something. It was for December and a $300 buy-in. It was pretty impressive, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Heavy hitters from everywhere.
when I started looking at that, I was like, God dang, they're on the fucking street. But then
Yeah,
I guess it was,
basically,
I guess, yeah, I mean, it looks like what's blacktop out there, but I guess it's the top end of a track or something.
yeah,
Or
yeah.
is that the
That's
track
pretty.
itself?
It's the actual track. It's basically the shutdown of the track right where you turn around. We start right there to obviously simulate a street style the best you can. It's asphalt.
Yeah.
It's pretty popular over around here. I went up to Milan 4 or 5 times and did that ordeal. There's another track in Indiana right there that does it. So right around my area, it's pretty popular.
Yeah.
But I haven't really seen it too much out west. But yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Definitely wild.
Was you out there when Tyler and them that night?
Yeah. That was scary for me. I was
That's-
like, man, yeah, that was super scary.
I heard rumors that he jumped out as the wreck was happening. I don't see that happening. Maybe he got out
quick.
He got out
One
pretty
dude,
quick, but
one dude didn't realize who Tyler was. They just, it was a random person that ran up there, and
Yeah.
and when he got up there, he was talking to Tyler. He didn't realize it was Tyler at the time. He was like, "Dude, where's he at? Like, where's the guy at?" And he realized that was him that he was talking to because he got there within like 10 seconds of him wrecking. He's like, "Dude, how'd you get out? Like, how are you out?" He got out quick, which is thankfully, you know what I mean.
yeah.
He got super lucky. That's the worst wreck I've ever seen. The motor was just laying like 5 feet in front of the car. He got out and was like, "Where's the motor?" It just didn't even see it. It was wild. It was scary.
He just hit that fire hydrant though. He didn't hit the tree or
I
anything.
leveled it. Oh no, he nailed the tree. That tree just took the whole front end off. Yeah, I mean, it looked like the tree barely got scraped, of course, because it was
Well, yeah,
huge.
tree.
But oh no,
trees
he nailed the tree.
Trees ain't gonna budge. I don't. I've seen little trees not even take it.
No, he flushed that fire hydrant clean off. I mean, that was like a clean cut. That was wild. Man, it was definitely wild. We left and then went and got dinner, and then I was writing them. They're like, "Oh, they're racing." I said, well, "Like where at?" They're like, "Same spot." Well, what do you mean you're racing at the same spot? They went out there and cleaned it up and stuff and whatever. So we went back and started racing again.
Yeah, it looked like they got a forklift out there and got
They did. It was a random Sunbelt. I don't know if the guy was just working or what. And next thing you know, just had a forklift out there. It's pretty convenient. I mean, it worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So y'all how there were 5 of y'all that split?
Yeah, and the finals a small tire.
What the hell y'all split for? Was it getting cold
a few reasons. For one, the event was awesome. I'm not gonna bash it. It was great, but it took a long time. I mean, it was like 6 or 7 hours just to get first round done.
Oh shit!
And yeah, it was.
Wrecks
I think
or
it was
what?
only 2 wrecks. There's not much room down there, and you got 70, almost 100 cars total. The pairings didn't go quite right. Like you got paired up, but then you end up just trying to get paired with them to go down there. They didn't care what order. They were just trying to get them knocked out because it was kind of clustered, Where else? There was nowhere else to race. So every fan, spectator, racer was all there. It's not huge down there. So it got down, it was high 20s, low 30 degrees. It was really cold that weekend. It didn't get high of 50s. And then it was super late. And I kind of talked with Cody a little bit. And with that right lane gone, I honestly felt like I was making some really, really, really fast passes. And I didn't typically want to split, that soon at least. But I was like, man, we can either do this and risk it or stay here till 6 in the morning or 5 in the morning. It's supposed to rain the next day or something like that as well. What's it say? Big Tire Bel Air. I don't have no Big Tire Bel Air friend.
Cody.
But there's one guy that's really mad at. I mean, for no reason. It isn't like Cody. Cody did nothing but race and go do his thing, and one guy's complaining. There's always a complainer.
Oh yeah, there's always.
He crossed in his big tire car. He couldn't, for whatever reason, keep under control, and crossed, and he wants to complain. But
part of it.
Whatever. I know we have small tires. How do you think we feel? We kept it in our lane. It wasn't a fast surface. It was all over. I think my first pass, I left 660 foot of like the deepest black marks that was all over. But I mean, we all had to get down the same surface. But it was super late, and I think it's supposed to rain the next day, so we weren't going to be able to finish it. So it just kind of between the weather, that and that right lane going away, I thought it was better to come home with 6, 7, 8,000, whatever it was, than whatever I want off them. It's probably happened to me about five plus times this year, losing because of a lane choice. it's different when they're, when we use for drag, it's a tenth or two off, but when there's a half a second off, sometimes there's just, and it sucks, because it just sucks. So.
Oh, Toby said he called out Chief for 15 G's.
Yeah, on a post earlier, something like that. I mean, it's easy to do that, dead middle of winter, whenever, of course they didn't say that all. He was trying to, no,
That's
I'm
true.
really not. I'm actually kind of a dick, but I'm just nice to you all. Yeah, you talk about too not. Talk about too nice is Tommy, man, or Tommy Reek, the guy in Big Tire. His guys wanted them to protest it or whatever because they didn't have the cone up down there on the first thing. He came to me and he drove real far. He's kind of a big name up there, and he was trying to raise for all that money, and he was just super nice. He was like, you know what, we weren't ready. We kind of messed up, and that's not fair to you. I felt for us being unprepared, we didn't want to take that away from you. You're a good guy and all that stuff. It was just super. It was the last thing I expected. I expected to hear some crazy stuff, and he was just like, "No, I don't want to do that to you." I was like, "All right, well, that's the nicest guy in the world."
Yeah.
So, when you're racing for all kinds of money, you don't get those kind of people like that. You get you get
So
whiners.
What time did y'all start?
I think we're supposed to start around noon. I think we ended up starting around 1. I don't know, 1:30, something like that. I didn't think first round was over till 6:37.
Good Lord.
Yeah, it got pretty bad. I was super happy after like second round because people started clearing out. You could actually get to the problem is with, there's 30 something pairs. You'll get pair 25, 26. That's like, oh, hey, I'm ready. I'm going to go park right up here where there's room for 8 cars.
Yeah.
And then everyone else has got a single file line past it.
Yeah.
It's pretty miserable, to be honest with you. I did kind of use it to my advantage a little bit whenever they said they're not going to enforce like the actual run order. Like, well, if that's the case, then I'm gonna, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna do whatever I want.
I'm gonna go out there and get exactly.
I'm gonna hang out by my trailer.
Watch people let the surface be closer to what it's going to be the following around, and just take advantage of it. Some people don't look at it like that, but for 20 grand, I'm taking advantage where I can.
You got to. You got to play the game.
Absolutely. It was nice. It was nice having Cody and Ryan and all them right there too. We can, in the early rounds, we can kind of help each other out and stuff like that. And give a little advice. Michael, it was nice racing with him.
Eric.
They were the best guys to race with, man. It was a fun time out there.
So, what's next?
Upgrades.
More?
I got a laundry list of little stuff, mostly little. I'm switching fuels, which I've been meaning to do, which I almost didn't do because when I raced Cody, he about killed me. He was just ahead of me enough to where his exhaust was like right at my driver door, and I hadn't. Oh man, that methanol I thought I was dying the whole way down there. I was like, man, you got me good. It was brutal. It was, but I'm switching to that, and then just a bunch of little stuff that I want to do. I got some torque boxes I want to put in the car. Just a bunch of little stuff, but my goal is to like kind of take a couple weeks off, maybe a month off, do an event, same thing, and then around March or so get back at it.
So
luckily, I got all winter to kind of hold those wins over to New York up there. That was a big ordeal. So
them guys kind of take offense to that stuff, don't they?
They kind of do. I mean, I will say they were super. Obviously, we've seen of them. With the whole Eddie thing that got kind of out of hand, and he didn't pay. Then they got in a fight, and that was all entertaining. But when I talked to them, they were super, super cool, humble. They like to bet, and they're super confident though. They're out in that street, and they said anything in the street in the parking lot out there can get it for $5,000.
Damn.
And exactly. And I don't like betting that much, just because my luck that it'll just die or something. Like a spark plug wire or something just fail.
Yeah.
That's how I lose. But I don't mind betting. So we went to race. We were going to bet $1,500 aside on that street, and we go to pull up the burnout box, and unfortunately the cops came, so we had to do it. But no one else wanted it. I thought it was, and they're confident. I'll tell you that.
How were the cops out there? Were they just pretty much running you off, or?
Then, yeah, they were super cool. Actually, so I get there. We get there. I got there Thursday night around midnight, 12:30. I wanted to go a day early because I was supposed to have a bunch of grudge races. I was like, well, I'm not going to tell these guys, but I know the road. I'm getting out a night early, and I'm going to go get some data because I'm trying to win a bunch of money. As soon as I get there, there's a couple passes. I made a pass. I was like, all right, not bad. As I'm slowing down and going around the first corner to slow down, there's a cop right there. I was like, oh, are you kidding me? Like, really? And he didn't turn around. He didn't do nothing. I just kept going. And he
He's just
didn't care.
watching.
Yeah, he didn't care at all. And then, I mean, you know what happened? You see smoke rolling off my car. I mean, it's pretty clear what I was. They didn't care at all. And then they didn't come Saturday, or what was it, Friday night. They didn't come for a long time, till probably 2 a.m. But they just kind of turned the lights on for a second and said, all right, you guys know the drill. Just get out. I actually thought they were going to let us race again, to be honest with you. I thought they just wanted to get some of the spectators out there.
Oh, yeah.
But we didn't get that lucky.
Well, maybe we can get Quentin and maybe we can Quentin on with you. Quentin and Cody.
Quentin was cracking me up, man. He was cracking me up.
I just sent them.
There was one part where he did something with Cody's tune, and it made me lose it. Because I do a lot of the stuff myself or whatever. I guess, Quentin and Cody kind of work together. Quentin helps. He's the tuner for the thing. And the way they do some of their boosting, he was like, well, if it hits this, I'm going to put a bunch of boost to it. And he was showing me his dragging. It was cracking me up, man. They're funny guys. They really are. Except for Jason. Rank sucks. He snagged $200 from me in fucking flipping quarter. I haven't won a coin flip in 2 months, Limpy.
You would figure you'd learn.
Yeah, I lost the rank of all people. The one guy that no one wants to lose to. Got me.
He's an asshole. I ain't gonna lie. Uh-oh.
Who we got? There he is.
Is Quentin with you?
He's not. Put him in here. It'll get really entertaining.
Hold on. I got to send him a message. All right. Well, y'all talk. We can all talk. I can do it.
Me and Eric been talking all weekend.
All weekend.
Oh boy. What y'all been talking about?
It's top secret.
Y'all been talking about tunes? Or wait, y'all don't mess. Cody, you don't mess with that stuff.
Yeah, no.
I was over there trying to steal his.
I was too busy driving all night.
So, did the truck put on you, or was it? What happened with the truck?
Oh, dear. Well, it was acting up. Quentin and
I know seeing Randy's mouth, and then all of a sudden it started acting. Well, I don't know if that was a fake post or it was real.
It was literally our last 2 hours home, and I let Jason drive.
that did it.
Exactly. And we were 20 minutes from the house. And Quentin mentioned it would suck if it blew up about now, and sure enough, it just turned off or went to reduce engine power. I'm like, no way this has happened. I've been up, 20 hours at this point. So I was like, man, I'm about to Uber. I was like, you can get my car home. Wake me up when you get here.
Quentin.
Oh, Jesus.
Quentin, get on here.
Jesus.
I sent him a deal. He's seen it, so he's seen it. He's probably running around the house looking for some earbuds. I don't know if he needs them. He might not. Oh,
my bad guy.
Oh.
No, I got Bodo on the couch. I don't know if he's alive still, but he's been sleeping for about 4 hours.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he drove all the way back too. So I think we left at 1 p.m. there yesterday. Got back here at 11 a.m.
That sucks.
Yeah, Eric's already in bed taking a nap.
Yeah, and I got back around 1 a.m., 12:30, something like that. I don't know. I got some sleep. I was still super tired all day.
Yeah.
So did y'all only raced each other at the big tire, right?
Yeah.
And so they didn't enforce the pairing. They didn't. Did they enforce anything else or not? Or did they say they were going to do something but didn't do anything else?
I mean, Boda did the tire crack. They ended up using Boda for the tire crack the whole time, so that was pretty neat. Thank God. I don't know if you had any. You didn't have any issues with tire crack, did you, or anything?
No, I don't ever jump. So.
Yeah, I'd rather sleep a little bit.
Exactly. I don't ever jump. I felt like I cut some good lights though.
I was on the light all weekend. I was pretty motivated when I pull up and all the hands are betting against me. So I was like, all right.
I was the opposite actually. It was like the first time everyone just kept pointing at me. It felt pretty good.
Hey, you're making some passes. I was like, man, I was like, thank God for the left lane when we drew each other, So that
So
right.
So at the end of the night, it became a beating our road, basically.
Oh
Not,
yeah. I mean, I
not
think
off
if
the
me and
back.
Eric
I
could have got
couldn't.
some more data in the right, but I made 2 passes all day. I think Eric, you were in there more than I was.
Yeah, I made quite a few passes in the right. It was good for a lot of the day. Well, the
I mean,
left I
Michael,
think was worse at the beginning, but it
right?
just came
Michael almost
around.
did a backflip in the right lane, early in the
Exactly.
day.
That thing doesn't count though. That thing is ridiculous.
Yeah,
The nerd is ridiculous. I think it's a 60-foot machine. When I
Yeah,
raced him, I literally thought I was like, man, I left hard, and I looked over and he's a car out on me on the 60-foot. It was ridiculous.
yeah. You got to realize you're going to look at the nerd leaving on you. Then you just got to have patience that I'm going to come back around you.
That's my first time
which
racing.
is not easy to do either. It's just you got to be patient.
But you did it though, didn't you, Cody?
Yeah, I did it. Michael ended up same kind of incidents, having problems in the right lane, and I spun a little bit actually with him. And sure enough, we're door to door out the back. And me and Michael are very competitive, and with each other every day. So we always talk crap to each other. I was like, I'm not letting out, So we nosed them out. I think we had half a car on them out the back.
Well, I don't think Quentin's going to get on it, or he's scared. Want to?
He's scared. He's absolutely
Come on,
scared.
Quentin. We need the entertainment here.
He is the entertainment.
We seen him. I seen him on the live feed yelling at somebody. I can't remember.
Oh, he was getting in somebody's ass. I was pulling up. We had trouble with the fans on the sides all day, and there was times we'd shut our cars off until they'd back up. We'd get them to move back.
Yeah.
And I guess Amanda was yelling at somebody to tell them to get back. Get back, because they were staying in our lanes. Every time I pulled up one time when I raced Eric, and there was dusty footprints all on the groove. Where they were just hanging out between rounds. And so we're like, hold up, we want to sweep that lane, And I guess Amanda, when I finally pulled up there, Amanda, and somebody told you need to shut the fuck up, bitch. Told that to Amanda, and Quentin says, hey, you motherfucker, you need to go. I don't think he even said it, but the whole crowd went silent. I think Quentin's got the word, and everybody kind of looked away. And I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And I was like, do I need to start unbuckling my belts? Are we about to go down in the left lane or what? I'm about to kill my car and flag Eric. Let's do this thing.
How good of a video to that, Ben?
Ben Happy and Eric jumps out. It's just a brawl. It turns into
I took my helmet and chucked it at him or something.
Yeah.
Quentin, try to do it without headphones on. Some people don't like. Richard was on earlier and he didn't have headphones on, so you might not need headphones. Just try it. Just try it. Just try it. If you don't, then you can. If it's echoing, then you can just X off of it. You tried, but
he is until you piss him off.
Somebody said, thought he sold the nerd. He did. He just drives it. He gets flown and drove and he gets to drive it.
That was
how
sweet.
is that? You sell the car and then you get to drive it.
Yeah, so that's the best part. I'm about to. If anybody's looking to buy mine and I can still drive and pay for everything, I mean, we can sign something there and I'll build. But no,
if you're looking for something,
right? Jake's the guy that bought it out there, and he's a really good dude, and he loves the sport. And Jake's still trying to get used to the car.
Yeah.
And, half the car's half the driver, and Jake realizes that. So until they figure it out, Michael's nice enough to help him with tune-ups and. So Michael's not going to turn down the chance to make the race either. So I think they both kind of enjoy that.
What's a win-win situation there?
For sure. And
Mike gets to have fun, and then he gets to learn as well.
Right. So. Exactly. And if you can afford to do that, then more power to you. And I think it's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So how far did you went, Cody? You went in the big tire as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I went to the finals.
And you blew the tires off?
Well, we had, 4 of us, Eric, in the semis, and before that, we all agreed. We wanted the small tire guys to all take some money. So we already agreed, we would split it 4 ways between the small tire. It's always good splitting big tire money, So
yeah.
Especially when they cross first pair, which that's another story. But
Eric said something about that earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a whole nother page we can get on here in a minute. But we ended up, the right lane started going away for everybody. So I got lucky enough. I drew left lane Nerd, left lane Eric, left lane Ryan Mitchell. So, I'm going my A to B, and they were, the starting line was slow. So we're so, when we all race each other, you better make your A to B fast. And all those guys, the right lane took that away. And I was like, oh, here we go. All the pressure on me for the money. And we get stuck in the right lane. I was like, all right, guys, I'm sorry, but I'm leaving the tune-up in it. And like Eric said, the car was nice. I mean, I think we would have had them covered easily in the other lane, but we lost the 60 foot, and I started running down, just not enough real estate.
And that was winner. Was that a winner take all?
And the winner took all, and I think they talked to you, Eric, didn't they? Before
they did they because I was making some really good passes, and he kind of came up and was like, hey, if we meet in the finals, do you want to do something? And I'd already talked to Cody and all them, so I was like, no, I kind of already got something worked out. So, well, that didn't really work out very well, but it didn't bother me none. I was like, well, obviously I want to win, but when I lost to Cody, I wasn't really. I was like, okay, well, if I win or Cody wins, it's the same money, in big tires. So at this point, I just wanted Cody to win.
Right, because we're all in that class for data, anyways.
Exactly, and we ended up just going around. It was awesome.
Right, and that was the whole thing about all of us entering is, hey, they let us go first down before small. What's better than getting a free pass down? For $300, that's worth $22,000 on the other end.
Absolutely.
To get the advantage.
Big time.
Right, and when me and Ryan Mitchell raced each other, we're like, all right, let's get spicy with it. Both of us were gonna turn them up, and mine took it there, and Ryan he knocked the tires off, but it's back to we're shooting for data for the other small tire side, but I think we had a good time. It sucks. Oh well, they can have it this time.
So, and how long was the drive, Eric? How long was the drive for you?
It's like 8.5, 9 hours. It's terrible.
Man.
It's just up and down mountains for me, which sucks. But
yeah, and Cody,
17 hours and 30 minutes or something. We went 2,500 miles in 43 hours of driving.
There you go.
320 gallons of fuel.
That's a lot of fuel. But,
yeah, so that's
but you made up for it in money.
Yeah. We paid for the trip and put some money in our pocket. So at the end of the day, getting to go out and have the experience and not coming back was nothing. We'll take that as a win any day.
And Cody, I know you were out there when the wreck happened.
Yeah, I was. So speaking about Hughes, I did the dumps last weekend, and I got one test pass here in this last weekend, and we had cop problems, and I was like, screw it, I'll get down there Friday. And I know Eric was talking about grudge racing, so we were going to at least watch him or help him. And I wanted to test the dumps to get ready for, the next day. So we made a couple passes, and I'm just going to load it up and watch and hang out, and, with Eric and everybody. And sure enough, I was loading up, shutting the door, getting everything ready. And, I hear this, I look over, and this car's pointing at trees. I was like, that is bad. And before I knew it, it just went, loudest bang I ever heard, because echoing off the buildings and just fireball. I was like, dear God, and just with this last year, I didn't even want to go over there and look. There was already, I was like, we need to just get our stuff loaded. And, I'm 17 hours away from the house, and I don't need these problems. So we tried to get loaded up, and luckily everything, was all right. And I did not want to see I did not want to go over there and have to look.
No.
Yeah. Thank God that he walked away from that. And
I tried to do the same thing and got in a big rush and locked through the car in the trailer, shut the trailer, went to get in the truck, and realized I locked my keys to the trailer and the truck in the trailer. So, I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, well, I'm riding this one out. That was stupid.
Wait, how'd you get them out?
I had to break part of where the lock was. There's like a piece that was, I had to break it, unfortunately. Wasn't my trailer either. So I called him and said, hey, man, good news. Testing's doing good. I'm probably going to win garage races. Bad news. I had to break in your trailer to get something. So I'll give you some money when I get back.
Mm-hmm.
Or Quentin give up on us?
He did.
I guess. He's fucking bitch.
Fucking. That's what he would say.
Damn, Limpy calls you that. Then
Yeah.
Damn.
Quentin,
I
don't
want to
let
hear.
him talk to you like that, love bug.
He was complaining that did you got his headphones? I was like, he don't fucking need them.
He probably ain't lying. I think that I was already getting blamed before we left about his headphones because he wanted them for the trip. So.
Oh boy. Oh boy. So, what's next for you, Cody?
Well, I still got the little 5.3 in, so I think we're going to go ahead and pull it out this week. It's took an abuse so after this last couple of months. That's what I was, talking to Eric. I think we're going to freshen it and look over everything. So take a couple weeks off. I think we're going to shoot for a no trailer with Quentin's.
Oh, yeah.
People don't realize that Quentin does have a bad little car that he gives me. My car's been getting a lot of love this last year, so I think it's time we need to take his out and, let the world see what.
Are you going to tune his for him?
Yeah, I'm going to take over the laptop. He's going to take driving. I don't know how he's going to like that, but I'll give her a hell of a shot. So I think we're going to try that here in the next couple weeks. Yeah, no trailer 4.
I don't know, but I know y'all had a good time out there, but we had a hell of a time Sunday here.
No, we were watching. We woke up watching,
Fog, and man, I was like, what the fuck? This can't be happening, but it all happened, and it turned out pretty good.
It looked like an OKC versus Texas.
Yeah,
final.
it came down to it was two OKC's 405 OKC,
Right.
and one was it? Oh yeah, it was one Austin car, which is they're like from me to you, from me to them. It's 3 hours to there and it's 3 hours to y'all.
Right.
So, but it was Austin car versus OKC, and then a Texas DFW car versus OKC, and it ended up being the Austin guy jumped, and then Jim jumped.
Yeah, I'm from OKC guys. A lot of our guys, their cars are down now, and the ones that are left, and I think Jim, we've been giving a lot of hell the last couple weeks or couple months, and I think we give it a positive push for him, and we're proud of him. I think that Jim's car really came out and showed out this weekend. We're happy for him. So Jim Riley versus Quentin. Quentin and Jim go back and forth out of love. So we'll see if we can make that happen.
Ooh. So
Boston needs to come down for no trailer, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Could.
Is that your new nickname this weekend? Was it Boston? What were they calling you? Georgie?
No, Michael called me Georgie. He's like,
Georgie.
Yeah.
Old Georgie.
Yeah, he's calling me Georgie after our race. That was a good one.
Oh, Jim.
Wow. But if that happens here within the next week or two, or I'm gonna probably be up there for that. But Richard was talking about maybe doing it in Kansas, so I'm me, I'll go anywhere.
Oh yeah,
I go anywhere for street racing.
We like to travel. I think that traveling, it shows the dedication, and if these guys are willing to travel, they'll show that their one is there. I think Eric can agree with that. Eric travels. I've seen them guys drive 20 hours. So I think it has confidence too. These newer guys coming out, get out and race.
Yeah.
Get out and race out of your own pond. And
as Joey would say, you can't be the fastest if you just race in your own backyard.
For sure. And I think we're all proud of Eric up north. Eric's holding it down up there.
I'm trying. I love traveling. It's a blast, but it does hurt a little bit because I have a car lot here, and Saturdays are a busy day, so it does hurt. I actually had one of the most expensive thing on a lot sold this past Saturday, but I was like, man, it ain't $20,000 though. So
right.
I had to kind of weigh that out, but I do like
you're
traveling.
Better at percentages than I am. I'm gonna start leaving that to Quentin, but it's another. But
it's a fun time.
we the big tire guys don't like me. I guess there's one that's pretty upset with me out there.
Why? How can they be upset with you?
Well, so here's this. First round. I mean, he literally had it. I threw a fuel pump belt off, but he decided to come over into my lane. So before the race started, it was kind of a different rule. I don't know, Eric, have you heard of that rule before on the cross?
No, it's definitely, everything was a little bit different down there. I mean,
so what were they saying, Eric? If any part of the body, because they were going, the tires are tucked under the body.
yeah. So I guess last year Eddie crossed or something and said he didn't. But some of these people have their tires so far tucked up underneath there, you could have, half your bed hanging over, and they'll be like, "No, we didn't cross because your tire didn't cross." Clearly, it's a cross. You probably made the other dude, let off, slow down, which I think is what happened to you. He got close enough to you. I don't know if you did or not. That's what someone said. But
yeah, I didn't let it out. I mean, my belt flew off, so it looked like I probably let off. But anyways, his body came over the line. I didn't make the rules. I didn't give a shit. I was in there trying to get ready for my small tire. Well, they called him across, and then they didn't. And then I guess they found another view, and somebody went up there and showed him a clear view of his body winging over in my lane. And so they reversed it back to a cross. Well, I mean, as Eric said, first round took, 6 hours, which is understandable. There's so many cars. So that guy sat there for 4 hours, thinking that he was in. I guess that didn't get relayed the message that he got called disqualified again.
Oh boy.
So, here we are, second round. Big tire comes around. Well, he's pulled back up there. And I guess they're calling me back up there. I'm like, here we go again. They're going to call it again, or he's going to do something. And I get up there and they're like, well, he wants the grudge race for any amount of money. I was like, I'm sure he does. He's got a tire about triple the size of mine, and a motor.
Just one tire. Just one tire.
Just one tire equals both of mine. I'm sure his back wheels cost more than my engine, so I really would hope he'd want to grudge race. So, and then I'm in round still. You think I'm going to grudge race between? I'm here for a different reason, not to prove a point against the big tire car. So, anyways, that's what happened there. Well, we get home today, and I guess he was crying on the internet about I did him that. I went up there crying about it and sucking him off and all this. And I'm like, dear God. And if anybody knows me, I'm not going to sit up there and cry. I'm going to go up there. They make the call. I was already looking to small tire. And they reversed the call. So I'm like, hell yeah. So he was mad that I took the win over that. I took a win like that. And I said, buddy, I drove 17 hours. I'm going to take anything I can get. So today he's been crying on it. I'll race for any amount of money and swinging his wallet around. Man, I don't got that kind of money. I don't have a stacker. I don't have this guy has $500,000 rig. I got my Duramax and the enclosed. So I was like, I do have some big tire buddies in my town. So I happen to race on the street. So I asked Justin, Shear, Big Chief. I said, hey, you got any big tires you guys want to race for big money? And Justin told him to lock it in. I mean, he likes money, so we'll see how big he wants to swing there to those guys. I'll let them deal with it. So
I think my favorite thing ever is, you guys have seen my open car, or, my open trailer. It's just a little $1,000 trailer. My truck's crappy. I'll show up, these races or something like this, and then I'll be next to these guys with those big stacker rigs, and they lay the thing out. They get their canopy out. They got $10,000 worth of tools out, and they still get beat by some small tire guy that just wheeled in his little $5,000 set. I don't know.
Right? No, it
cracks me up. I love it.
Them. I mean, people do. Well. Nothing against people that have good form.
It's awesome,
they work their ass off. I'm sure but don't attack me because you couldn't power manage your fucking big tire car down. Any advice to you? Probably want some wheel speed so your car don't fucking dart in my lane. And you could probably adjust that wheelie bars, but that's gonna cost some money if you want any more advice. So, so he had me fired up. I was trying to go to bed, and he's talking shit on the internet. So I'm still kind of. He took part of my power nap out of it, but other than that, that's just. At the end of the day, it's always nice putting these big tire cars on the trail. These guys are fast.
It's the best.
we race so much on the shitty surfaces, and these cars are bad. I mean, don't take anything away from a big tire car. They're kind of intimidating to my point. I'm trying to stay away from the big bastards, So anytime you put them on the track, it's just bittersweet.
Yeah. So I guess Quentin's going to leave us hanging. How about it? High five.
Love bug.
Yes.
Love bug.
So upgrades.
Well, just at Hughes Dumps, that was a pretty cool deal with them. Eric pushing me with Pete over there at Hughes, and I think that's a big upgrade for a lot of us this upcoming year. I mean, Joey started it, and Joey kind of is the trendsetter of what can we do next, and everybody we're just trying to all stay at that level right now. There's I'd say 10 of us around the country that are trying to stay at that bar and pushing each other every. A lot of us know what we run. We know what each other run, and it's basically who can collect the most data the earliest and stay with it. And I'm curious. This next year is gonna be fun. It's gonna be hard betting.
I agree.
And in Boston, I think Boston, George is probably going to win a lot of money out there next year.
I hope so. I hope so, man. It's my first year at this kind of level trying to be competitive. And I've had a lot of help. I can't act like I've done it all myself. I've had a lot of help,
we
a lot
all
of guidance.
But without Quentin, I wouldn't be, and Michael and everybody behind us, I wouldn't be.
I snuck over. I made a couple of those passes earlier, and they were good, but I was a little nervous to try to turn it up out the back. And so I kind of snuck over to Ryan. I was like, man, what kind of mile per hour are you guys going? And then I snuck over to Michael, and they both was like right there. And I was like, oh, fuck, all right, I got to get up there. So the next pass I went out there and did what they did. I was like, all right, sweet, it'll hold it. So from there, and then, I don't know. Early on, it was kind of cool. But
that's the thing, is, we all sneak over to each other's trailers trying to see where we're at. Because, it's crazy. Half the time we're within a tenth or thousandths of each other.
We were. I think me and you was in a tenth.
Right,
10th every pass.
Every pass. So, and that if people don't realize, that's cutting a light, or that's one error away from a win, and that's in the future, it's just that's drag racing, and I think that's what keeps pushing us each other, and who knows where the limit's at. It's getting stupid fast, and I mean next year's gonna be even faster. And hopefully we can I think all of us is with Eric and Joey and Ryan. I mean, we all try to be as safe as we can, and we're getting the technology on board to try to be as safe as we can. I think next year should be pretty interesting. Everybody hopefully can all get some money and have some fun.
Well,
Limpy's gonna have to throw one of those roads like Joplin in there randomly though. That was fun. I mean, it's really challenging, but man, it's fun. I'd like to see everyone on obviously 20. I'm a 28 guy. I know they're all 29.5 guys, but
I can't fit that big tire under there either, so I'll stay on the 28.
So,
Joey,
you're faster on 28 anyway, so you'll be faster on 28 than the 29. This guy
runs the radio everywhere he goes. He'll go to Virgin Road with the radio and beat people.
Right there's some tricks. I got some tricks up my sleeve for 2020. So
he does. That's awesome. Put it.
He said, Rolly said, you better be there on that June 27th. Mark that on your calendar.
Yeah, Eric, you got to come now. You can't be winning.
Yeah, just tell me a couple weeks before. I'll forget.
Mark it down, June 2020.
June 27th.
I do want to do a lot of those ones you guys are doing with Salisal. There's a few of them like that. Was it Sayer?
Yeah,
a bunch of those random ones like that. I thought they were really cool. So
right, I don't know Limpy. I don't know if you've talked to him about Hartshorn and Wagner next year.
I haven't
messed with any of that yet. So.
Joey said he's gonna move the big tire.
Joey's leaving us.
Joey, it's your lie.
He knows we're getting close to him, so he's
I'm about to get that
us.
advantage again.
Wow!
Don't piss him off too much.
Oh boy!
I don't know. I'll have to talk shit to him.
Oh boy!
Yeah. I said, Joey. I'm gonna report that, Joey. Yeah, Joey's been proving it for years on the 28th. So I mean, that guy. I don't know how much money that man's won on 28th, but or how much money I've gave that man on 28 with him being on 28.
That first race that Toby did up there with the water burnout.
Yeah. Oof.
And
His first pass down there.
the Joey first pass, I was like, God dang, you'll just give that motherfucker money. We'll go home right now.
Yeah, I saw the first pass, and that's when I was in the Camaro still, and I was like, dear God, this is gonna be a long weekend. And sure enough, I ended up having to.
I was like, shit. I didn't think that, especially on the Virgin Blacktop Road. I was like, fuck.
Joey had that tune up on. I don't know if there's anything or whatever you put as a top field dragster, whatever you want to put next to that pass. It wasn't touching that pass. You definitely raised eyebrows for sure on that one.
I felt that way in Chicago this year. It was my first time racing with him, and we went to a virgin area. And I think, he was 6th, 7th pair, something, nothing too crazy. It wasn't that much rubber down. And everyone says, "Oh, you got to see it in person." I was like, "All right." Then he made it pass, and I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Yeah.
Oh, man, I got to find a half a second somewhere. This is stupid.
Yeah. Well, I got to make it a half a second.
Yeah.
That's when you start doing crazy shit like throwing radials on. I don't know. But...
Was you on radio this weekend?
Yeah.
The car likes it, don't it? That's a radio car.
I bought a radio car and I'm a street racer, so I was like, why not best of both worlds? So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
It ain't just the radio, but there's a lot of Quentin behind that. There's a lot of Quentin behind that, and we'll see. I with both of us together and my input and his drive behind the computer, I don't know what the limit of this little radial tire is, but we're gonna do a lot of work with it. Next race we put on, we'll see what we're on. I'm not gonna tell nobody, but
you don't know where it's gonna be, but you're gonna try to find it.
Right. I'm gonna test on everything and anything, water, snow, all the above. So
don't say that S word.
Right. I don't know if we'll get any of that. We'll leave all that with Eric up there.
Yeah. I made an old dude drive almost all the way back, and I finally looked out the window. Yeah, once we got in Ohio, I looked out, I seen snow. I was like, "Oh, fuck, man!
Welcome home."
This sucked." Yeah, exactly. It's supposed to be 50s here all week, though, so maybe I can't stir some shit up or something before I put the car up.
Yeah, I heard we're supposed to get rain here, so we might try to do something for the dailies in the rain. That's always fun here on the street.
Oh wow, that's a new one. The rain.
Yeah, no, we did one last year. I
bring my Duramax.
Yeah, we had Duramax, Dualies, Raptors, Camaros, Cadillacs, a freaking some dude that just got an ATSV, still had paper tags on it, ended up winning it. He beat a Camaro SS, and it was raining. It was raining. We went out to that road up north, that road that everybody likes, and we just got out there.
You hear that, Ryan Mitchell? Get that Duramax ready.
Oh boy, we had a tow pig. we had a tow pig cash day that had to be in at least a 3/4 ton or bigger to enter it. Last year, it was pretty good.
That Milan place that I go to for backwards up there, I didn't go to it last year, but like dead middle winter, they had a bunch of snow and they did like a backwards race, and trucks with 4-wheel drive. Obviously, they weren't fast. It was a fun thing. I was like, I kind of want to do that. It's kind of fun.
Yeah. So,
oh man,
lost Cody. He must phone that. Well, Eric, you want to name your sponsors?
Yeah, you said that earlier to someone else. I was like, shit, I didn't write them down. I always have to stare at my car because I end up forgetting one or two. But nothing's too much to change. I think since last time I got Hughes on board. Since the last time I was on with you, so I got CIA Performance, their local performance shop around here. Jeff's that dude supported me and bet on me, forever. Obviously I use skinnies. Justin's helped me out a lot when I came out for that. And just, he harasses me all the time, but he makes sure to keep me on my game. Street Race Channel and 660 Street, I always support you guys. Just in anything I can do. So we obviously have Hughes. That's been a big part. That's been a big help. Pete, if anyone is interested in that, actually, so when I was out racing this weekend, I sold a 2-stage jump kit to a kid. I was telling him about it. So guy, I shouldn't say kid, but hit Pete up. The dude is super smart and he just knows his products well. He'll definitely take care of you. I got Turner Racing Transmissions. He's the one installed my dumps and takes care of me on all my parts and does all the research and does everything I need to do. I just gotta hand him my transmission and he does all the awesome stuff. I got Busher Racing. He does all kind of my machine work. I like to blow head gaskets. I actually popped one after first round this past weekend, but we managed to just kind of push it up to the line and do random stuff and got it to work. Yeah,
He's a
at least he was
1%er,
on
huh?
there, Quentin. At least he was on there,
Yeah,
Quentin.
yeah. At
You're
least
still
he, yeah.
you're still writing, acting like you can't
Yeah.
get on there.
I can't. Well, go get
Yeah.
your fucking earbuds now, fucking tit bag.
Yeah, obviously. Well, then I picked up Jane and Granite. Justin, when I went out there for the drop-in race, that was one of the nicest dudes I've met, and he let me take the car in there. Anything I needed, tools. My daily messed up while I was out there. I was out there changing, using all his tools. He's helping with fuel and just super nice guy. So I think it might be it. I don't know. I probably forgot one, but hopefully they forgive me. Hopefully they're not watching. It's been fun. I appreciate having me on.
All right. Well, we'll see you next year.
I'll see you, buddy.
Have a good
few
night.
months.
Merry Christmas. Yeah, he's a 1%er, but you're a 100%er, but with no earbuds, are you? Right. Well, let's see if Debo, Mr. Debo, hold on a second, people. Hold on a second. I gotta get me something to drink. Oh. Got my stash right here. Got my stash. Hold on. Got my stash. All right. Let me put these back on. Bring me a beer. Thank you, Jason. Good friend of mine gave me this shirt. So, as it said, we did the little Sunday service here this past weekend, and they're driving in the fog everywhere. Jeepers and Joe drawed. Prime's back out. He tested. He got the motor back Wednesday, and there's some dynos numbers on it, and changed the rear end, so they had to retune it. Made 2 hits on Friday night, and lifted the head and went back and fixed the head, and came out Sunday, and ended up getting beat by a nitrous Camaro, Bird Dog. And then your eventual winner, chicken dinner in Debo. He is street certified. He is a street certified 660 Street, Waco Racing, and Limpy street certified. Merry Christmas, Marcel. From Germany. That's Germany, people. Check it in. When you grow up no, you don't. That's for damn sure. You don't want to be that. You grow up to have fun. If you want to be like Limpy, just have fun, and I like having fun. That's what this whole thing's about. Fun and kicking it. Now Chris just got on here and commented a while ago, and now he's not going to answer. So I guarantee if I have a daily race next weekend, maybe Jay motherfucking B and Heath can get that rematch. Maybe JB won't jump again, because that I haven't seen it yet, but JB and Heath is in his rental or his loaner car. It's a Ford Edge EcoBoost, and JB jumped and caught the loss. Uh, oh, really, Dale. Powerful language. Yeah. Oh, he's seen it. All right. He's seen it. Maybe you can get on here. Ah, there he is. There he is. Let's bring him on. Oh, what's going on?
What's up?
Oh, living the dream. Living the dream. You sitting in Mr. Debo?
Yeah, about the only quiet place in my house right now.
Oh boy. So, what'd you think about that drive?
That was pretty good. Nice to be able to put some miles.
Wasn't too far.
No, it's Texas, so everywhere's a drive.
Yeah, yeah. People don't understand that. People in Oklahoma, they got to do stick and move. They'll race, 10 minutes apart from each other, but then have to race 10 minutes apart. Man, when we go places, it's 30, 45 minutes apart. So
Yep.
you got to move. You got to move city to city because same city cops might get you on the other side.
Yep.
Oh, so you drew. Who'd you draw first?
The Nissan.
Oh yeah. And then you got. Oh, did you get
was the Colorado second
the
round?
color? Yeah. Then
Yeah.
you blew Steve's rear end out.
Yeah.
But man, it was a good time. You are now you're also street certified now from the Wyco, Olympi, and 660 Street guys.
Made it all worth it right there.
Yeah. Plus the cash helps too.
Oh yeah.
Cash is always good. Oh yeah, and that man got 0 buy runs.
Yeah.
So you earned it.
Yeah. I don't really care for buy runs just because everybody's got to be beat out there at some point anyway. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how much different is this? You still miss catfish?
Oh yeah.
Do you what's the difference between? I imagine weight and stuff. The other one was pretty much factory everything, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was full interior. Leather, everything, AC, heat, and all that stuff. Plus the weight of the turbo, 480 swap, all that stuff. So heavier than factory.
Yeah.
It was a better driver. Obviously the interior and AC and the 480 stuff like that, but. Appreciate it.
Oh,
definitely learned I had a fan base out there. I got a lot of messages and stuff like that on congratulations. So,
well, you earned it,
yep.
and it was your time too. So
yeah,
so you earned it. So you went to. You didn't make the very first one here, did you?
No, we missed that one. We had some personal stuff going on. Really didn't have time to get the trucks ready and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so we missed that.
So
one.
You went to the second one, the third one.
Yep.
And I don't know when the fourth one's going to be, but
if we are in town, I will definitely be at the fourth one, wherever it ends up.
Yeah. Well, people understand though. It might be here, it might be there, it might be,
You never know.
Just like we had one guy show up here from Kansas.
Yeah.
6-7 hour drive. He showed up and actually had his brake pad or brake caliper lost both bolts on it.
Yeah.
He drives 7 hours and then 33 miles to the deal and then ain't got no brakes.
Yep. I've lost for dumb reasons for sure.
Yeah. Joe ended up giving him some nuts or bolts or whatever out of his truck, and he got going.
Yeah.
He got to end up at least grudging. So you didn't have to run Brian or Bobby because
no.
Joe took care of that for you.
Yeah. I know there was a little bit of side betting on that, and it was good to see Prime back out for sure.
Yeah.
Prime's my boy, so I got to go with him every time.
What was weird was I went back to the house and I had to get Jim's fuel and I had to get my blower, and I came back and I let Richard do all the drawing and everything, and he got back and I seen the list and I was like, did they draw each other or did they? He goes, oh, no, draw. I was like, wow, I didn't expect to see that so soon.
I told Joe, I was like, it's probably gonna be pretty funny. You're probably gonna get him first round, and sure enough, they did. So
yeah. So, so you're going on vacation here this week, but what's next? I know you're still going to be doing the no trailer stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna hit as many of those as we can, and I mean, we're gonna try to hit as many events as we can this year for sure. I know, in Debo and in Nasty Nickel. So,
what's planned on what's planned on the 89? I heard he's going to be starting to do something with it.
We have pretty much everything to get it back together. Obviously, we want to get a little more serious with it, so we're kind of taking our time, getting it back together. Just been crazy busy at the shop and focusing on Debo and Nasty Nickel. Kind of hard to set that stuff aside and get it going.
Yeah. So, what's next other than that?
As far as events, or
for y'all got what else y'all got going on? The LSX Unlimited crew.
I mean, we got a bunch of stuff going on, customers, stuff, and obviously we're gonna get our customer stuff done first, so our crap gets put on the back burner. But when our stuff breaks or something happens, it takes us a little while to get it fixed because we got to get our customer stuff going and get them out there racing and helping them race and stuff like that.
I got you. So, do you want to plug sponsors?
I really don't have a lot. I mean, LSX Unlimited, J&S Transmissions. It's Brian Tooley gave me a bunch of stuff, or not gave me a bunch of stuff, helped me out with a bunch of stuff to get this truck going initially. And so, a lot of the parts came from them. And GTS Fiberglass, they hooked me up on the hood and, my bumper and doors and stuff. So he'll get a lot of weight off this thing.
Yeah. Do you want to give any specs on your drivetrain, your motor?
Yeah. I mean, it's a 6-liter. It's just got gapped rings, stock rods, stock cranks, stock pistons, stock heads, all that stuff. It's a single 88 turbo 400. Nothing crazy. So.
I gotcha. And it is 4x4.
Yes. Yep. 4-wheel drive. It's a factory 4-wheel drive truck. Factory transfer case, front drive shaft, front diff, all that's still factory.
So what's your take on the 2-wheel drive versus 4x4?
I mean, we've been through this a million times. Like people have said, they sell transfer cases to everybody. I do it for my own reasons. I do it because it's different. I mean, me, I've always had a 4-wheel drive, back in my diesel days. And that's just kind of what I like and, what I want to do. This is first event I've won in a long time. So, I mean, they're heavy, they got their advantages, they got their disadvantages, just like anybody else, same reason anybody builds a Fox body, they know it's going to work. And, it's the reason I do it.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to keep you. I know you're getting ready to go on vacation and stuff, so appreciate you coming on and congrats on your win and
no problem.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Have a good one.
All righty.
And we'll see you on the streets here pretty soon.
Absolutely.
All right. Have a good night.
You too.
There's your winner this past Sunday service in Debo. He won I think almost $2,000. $2,000 for that. About we started at 9 and I think we were done by the crew started about 9 something and we were done by 1. So $2,000 in 4 hours and he made what 1, 2, 3, 4 passes. So what, $500 a run? Ain't bad. What's up, Big Booty Jody? Well, it's been fun. Trick Turbo is our sponsor here. We'll go back this way. Trick Turbo. Y'all go like his for manifold, anything. I'm sure I'm gonna be looking him up here pretty soon because we're gonna be going turbo as well this year. Get the car almost done and almost good going, and I'm gonna change everything up and do everything different again. But when it warms up, let me know. Brian, I ain't gonna lie. This weekend it started out in the 40s, and by the time we were done racing, it was almost in 60s. So it's still nice here. I think tomorrow and on Christmas Day it's supposed to be in the 70s here. So hell, we might be even racing on Christmas Day. Never know. Santa might let us race on Christmas. But what's that? Richard, y'all let me crash over at your house all the time, so just returning the favor, brother. Jim, you're welcome anytime. Anybody that if I got room for y'all, if y'all are in town, just hit me up, man. I ain't fancy house or anything, but we'll definitely give you a place to sleep and if feed you. So we're that Southern hospitality here. But Merry Christmas, everybody. I don't know if we'll be here next week, but I'm sure we will. But I'd like to thank everybody that Trick Turbo sponsoring us and everybody that came on this year and supported us. 2020, man, I ain't gonna lie, we're gonna be hard at it again next year as well. Hopefully, my car will be done and hopefully by summertime, and who knows, maybe Olympia will be out racing, having fun as well. But Matt Spencer, 6 Southern Street Racers. Oh wait, hold on. Southern Street Racers, got repping him. Got the card for you today, brother. Appreciate it. 660 Street, Cash Days, DFWSS, the Big End guy, man. KC Max, all them guys. Waco Racing, Toby and them up there. Man, it's been fun this year. I ain't gonna lie. Been a blast. A lot of memories this year. We got another week to go, and I've had this car that I got since middle of February, and there are a couple of times we didn't really use it much, but I've already got 22,000 miles on it this year. So, and most of that, and I work literally 8 minutes from my house. I drive that back. So we will be traveling more next year. We'll be traveling more, and let's see what I got here. Oh no. But that's about it. I think this guy right here, the Big End guy. Hold on, I gotta change his deal. The Big End guy. You can't see it there, but anyway, the Big End guy. If you didn't like us this year, guess what? Ain't nothing gonna change again for next year because we're gonna still be doing the same shit. Love us or hate us or whatever. We'll be out later. Good night.